Good morning. This morning we got a little bit of strange weather. We've got a breeze blowing, or maybe a little more than a breeze, I guess. So I apologize if it's causing any problems with the microphone, noise, or anything like that. Anyway, it started off cold. It was about 11 degrees this morning, but we got that breeze coming in, which is kind of blowing in a little bit of warm weather. But the breeze itself has got a little bite to it. So any advantage of the actual temperature warming up is taken away by the bite of the wind itself. Nonetheless, we got to keep moving forward on this shed here. This morning, I intend on taking down the uprights right here that originally held up the trusses. There's also one over here on the corner, and there's one here as well. We're going to get those taken down, and then we're going to start measuring across from here to here, this 4 foot. And I'm going to cut some pieces to try to fill in this end so that we'll be done and have it fully closed in, at least the roof and the ends for the sheathing. From there, we can start coming down and working on windows, getting the windows put in place and getting it closed in. So this morning, I'm going to get those pulled down, get some measurements, and get the sheathing cut and up so that those are closed in. All right, time to get to work. Okay, what I've done is I put a mark just along the 2x6 that runs here horizontally, just to make sure it lines up exactly where I need it to. I'm going to put in 2 screws just enough to hold it in place so that it's nice and solid. Then what I'll do is I'll go around the side there and I'll mark those edges really well. And I'll pull it back off and cut that edge so that I can continue to move on. I put an additional screw just to kind of hold it to where when I mark that edge right there, it's solid. So now I'm going to get down. I'm going to mark those edges, pull this piece down and cut those, and then move forward. Another point I wanted to show is I used 4 foot by 4 foot pieces here. The reason was I had a 2 foot wide by 8 foot long sheet that I knew I had for scrap. So I had this remaining. I knew that it would span that section right there, and that's what I need is about a 2 foot piece right there. So I'll use that piece here, and I'll just be able to put 4 foot across each side right there, and that will hold us exactly where we need to be. As I said, I'm going to mark this now. So that I can take that off and cut that so that that piece will fit properly. All right, got that marked. I'll go back around and I will pull that piece back off, get that cut, and then we'll put it in place. Okay, now that that piece is cut, we'll line it back up. And we will fasten it in place. You can see I put quite a few more screws in this leading edge. We get a lot of wind out of the west. I don't want that to start or be able to grab that a little bit and rip down what we've already finished. So I did put a few extra in there, but there's good reason for that. And that's it. So this piece won't require any cutting or fitting or anything like that, so we can just put it up right away. Well, we got this in finished. It's getting a little breezy today. This side is a little bit sheltered from the wind. The other side is more exposed. I've got several other projects I've got to take care of as well. So I'm going to hold off on the other side until tomorrow, hoping that the wind will have died down. I don't know if you can hear that or not. I don't know if you can hear that wind or not. Anyway, I've got this in finished. Everything looks good, and we'll be ready to close in the other side and finally have it closed off, at least the roof and ceiling and all that. All right, so that'll be it for today. All right, finally back to working on this shed. Trying to get this in closed in. Basically going to do it the exact same way I did the other side down there. I'm going to put a piece up, fasten it with a couple screws just temporarily, crawl up, mark it real good, pull it back off, cut it to size, fasten it up to put it in place for good. Here we go. Got a little bit of a breeze. Not terrible, but definitely something I need to kind of pay attention to. If it starts getting too bad, I'm gonna have to stop. There's no way I'm gonna stand up here and try to hold all this as the wind blows and tries to blow me off of here, so. All right, that is fastened up as much as I need it right now. I'm gonna get up there on the top and mark that so I can pull it back down and cut it. Pull it back down. Now I'll take it down and I'll cut it and we'll put it back on. One thing I would like to point out during this that I've wanted to kind of point out for a while here is that there's nothing I'm doing here that you can't do. There's nothing I'm doing that is so overwhelming or anything like that that you can't do personally. I'm not a carpenter. I did some construction and worked in electrical, but starting small projects, whether that be a doghouse or something like that, or whatever it may be, try. Go in your shop, your garage, your driveway, whatever it may be, and just try to build some things. There's nothing that we can't do if we gradually work towards our goal. So I just wanted to say that. We can do whatever we set our minds to. So if you want to build your own home, there's no reason you can't. Start learning, watch YouTube videos. Start learning, start reading books, talking to people that do it. And there is nothing you can't do if you set your mind to it. So just wanted to say that. move that last piece of sheathing. Maybe you can see what the heck I'm actually doing. Probably should have left it up. I'm not sure it's good to watch what I am doing. Anyway, got that out of the way. Gonna follow the same process. Put it up, screw it on, climb up and mark it, and then from there we'll pull back down and cut it. All right. Go up and mark it. Okay, try to do this one a little bit smarter. I marked center, the 2 foot, while it was still on the ground. So that'll speed things up a little. Place. Okay. All right. That should do her. All right, move on to the next one. All right, tried not to bore you with too many of the repetitious details. Basically, we're at the last piece. Gonna fasten it on and be finished with the exterior for the moment. Next thing we'll move on to is wrapping this place, putting windows in. Right, that is that. Exterior is closed in finally. It's very satisfying to finish a phase of the operation, the project, and get ready to start moving on to the next one. Feels real good. All right, as you can see, we got, sorry, it's so jerky. Got the exterior closed in finally. Finally got the exterior closed in. Now we'll start wrapping it, moving on to the next phase. Thanks for watching.